Okay, so this is video 3 of my cervical fusion story. Doesn't seem like anybody's watched the first 2, so who knows if anybody's ever going to see this, but just in the off chance anybody ever does, my voice is it's gone up and down since I had the surgery. So I'm now 14, 15, 16 days out. The collar is pretty much gone for good. You can see the incision there. It's a little messy. I don't know, the surgeon might not be happy with that. I have my appointment with actually the physician's assistants, my 3-week appointment coming up on in a couple days. So that'll be my 3-week check-in, less than 3 weeks, but that's when they're doing it. And I guess he's going to take x-rays and we're going to find out how things are going on the fusion front. Hopefully it feels very good, I have to say. I had a couple real light residual tingling in the arm that I had symptoms in for a few days, and that's pretty much totally gone. Actually, every once in a while I would get a little tightness, a little achy between the shoulder blades, in the neck. I was taking Tylenol. I pretty much got off the Tylenol totally, got down to like 1 a day, and then about 5 days ago I just stopped it altogether. Stopped the muscle relaxants. Sleep is now a little different. It's not quite as good. The muscle relaxants and then before the surgery, the Lyrica, and before that, the gabapentin had really made my sleep really deep, or it seemed deep. But now that's not anymore. So everything seems to be back. I'm actually, they say you're not supposed to do any PT, and I'm not doing any PT in my upper body, but I have been doing lunges. I just started today, doing some walking body weight lunges just to try to get my heart rate up. And it just, you feel like, I don't know if anybody who ever watches this, you feel like you're just withering away. It's 2 weeks and I haven't done anything. And that's a long time without physical activity for any of us who are active. So it's probably the longest time since I had this done last time, which was about almost, like I said, almost 30 years ago. So just a couple of quick updates. One, the swallowing. The swallowing was bad. I talked to my physician's assistant and he said it was because it was so high up. He said, this is the C4, C5 space, which is the C5 nerve. And he says that's kind of high on this. I feel for people. I see videos, people who've done C3, C4, which would be the nerve above. Then that must really be bad, because I had trouble swallowing up until 2 days ago. So we're, like I said, I'm 16 days out, literally up until yesterday, the day before. Dinner was always no, I couldn't talk. I have to just concentrate on eating. Just eat, make sure you can swallow, eat, make sure. And it started to be like a bird. I could chirp it up and then swallow it again. So that seems to be getting better. Pills go down easier, vitamins and things like that. Calcium. I am taking the calcium supplement because I read that helps. So this is gradually following off. I haven't really done much shaving in a couple of days. So the one thing I would make sure that you realize is that the swallowing problem is real, but the swallowing problem can go away. So I'm surprised, because I thought this would have to be something that took a long time to go, but all of a sudden it just kind of turned a corner. And one day I realized that I wasn't really thinking about it, and I could tell at night. You could tell when you swallow, just sort of swallow at night. So other than that, the update is very positive. Everything's going well. No pain at all. Sleeping on all sides and back, which I could never do, at least for the last, once I really started this up like 4 or 5 months ago. I don't wake up for this, that's for sure. Again, I don't know about my strength. I don't know about anything, because I'm not, they say you're not supposed to lift anything more than a carton of milk. I'm barely lifting that. I mean, I'm really not doing anything. I do the dishes. That's about the most activity I have. Cut garlic for dinner. Maybe put away a dish or two. That's it. Really almost nothing upper body wise. I have been starting to do these sort of like scapular, we call them scapular retraction, because I'm convinced that a lot of these problems that maybe you have and I had really start in the shoulder. Started the shoulders and maybe in the mid back, because I'm convinced that's where the whole thing started. I'm convinced years and years ago how I got this done was I think I was doing shrugs, huge shrugs, like with 225, shoulder shrugs, really stupid thing to do anyway. And it started like that. It started in my traps. And I have a feeling that this is what it's all about. It's all about your scapula, and it's all about being able to keep your shoulders down and your scapula strong. So I started to do some of these kind of like almost isometric, scapular retractions, just real kind of basic stuff. I don't hurt, I don't feel it at all. But anything to just get a little blood flowing. So that's about the update. What I will do, I'm walking, although it's been raining nonstop here. So I haven't been walking outside. I've just been walking around the house, starting to do a few lunges here and there, and then we'll see how it goes. So I will make another video after my X-rays, the 3-week X-ray. In which case, I will also put up in the next video my MRIs and my X-rays before and after. And so maybe I can share a cool thing like that. Okay, so the update is good. And like I said, no one's watching this anyway, but I don't know how these YouTube videos get traction. So I don't know if this ever does get traction or this is just for my personal benefit. But anyway, so far so good. And again, anybody who's had a fusion and is getting another fusion, my advice is to treat it like a 2-level fusion. That's the way I'm doing it. So I don't read any of the things online about 1-level fusions and hear how it goes, even though that's what my doctor tells me. My doctor just keeps saying, oh, 1-level fusion, no big deal. But it's a fusion on a fusion. And I'm acting like it's a 2-level fusion. So I'm reading all the videos, I'm watching all the videos and reading all the articles about 2-level fusions and what you can do, how long you should recover. And I'm using that as my model because I don't want to turn this into a future 3-level fusion. So if you have a fusion already and you're going for another one, my advice is to treat it like the one you're getting them both at the same time. It's not that bad, actually. The recovery does seem to model a 1-level fusion model in terms of like how long it took me to get out of the collar. Collar started coming off after like 5 days, started walking without it. Then I started eating without it. Then I started just being around the house without it, sitting at the computer without it. Then the last 2 things to go were sleeping and driving. Then I stopped, I'm not driving, but riding in the car. Then about 3 nights ago, I just took it off for sleep. Nothing happened. And so now it's off, off, off. So we'll see if that, if I hope I don't have to go back to it. But just in case, I don't worry about setbacks so much. So that's where it's going. So my advice to people who are doing multi-level time-delayed fusions, think of it as the number of total fusions you had, not the number of fusions you're having, because I'm always geared towards that. Okay, so far the thought of playing tennis or doing anything is so far in the future, I can't even imagine it. The lunges really felt good. It felt good to get some muscular contraction. Walking is really kind of boring. And so that's where I'm at right now. All right, I will update in a couple days. Thank you.